got it.
Hey, Coach. So I know you weren't too pleased with the defense against Long Beach on Monday. So how would you evaluate the defense tonight against North Florida?
I think we still got a long way to go. I think some of the kids from Long Beach, in truth, deserve a lot of credit. But you know, it's what is it? November 19th, 17th, 17th. So it's still early, but we're not to a point yet where we're making multiple rotations defensively. So that's really the answer to your question. I'm never happy, so let's just get that out on the table. So we're still trying to get to a point where I was trying to tell the guys in the huddle, we got to be able to get where we can have a possession where we make 3 rotations. You know, a lot of basketball people say you got to help the helper, and it's got to be a constant thing. So, you know, we're not quite there yet, but we're getting there. I thought, you know, Matt's a friend of mine, North Florida's coach, so they pass and they weren't just jacking shots up. So they tried to force us to play half-court defense, which was a great practice for us. So I thought tonight was great practice for us.
Myles Johnson, second half, seemed like he was pretty active defensively. A couple blocks, couple steals.
13 rebounds, 9 offensive. So at least, you know, my thing with Myles is just, you know, being able to play faster and be aggressive at all times. You know, for us and for his career. He also, for us, he had 7 deflections. So just getting in unbelievable shape, committing to his body development, and pushing himself harder than he's ever pushed himself. You know, it doesn't do any good to be the biggest guy on the floor if you don't play big. You got to impose your will. You know, when your strength, whatever your strength is, you got to play to it in life and in basketball. And out there, his size is his strength. So he's got to impose it on his opponents, which I think he did a better job of tonight.
Another storyline that's emerging, Tyger Campbell's threes, 4 out of 4, now 11 out of 18.
Yeah, not a surprise at all for us. He's put an unbelievable amount of time in. And my experience tells me guys shoot a higher percentage as they get older, just because the game slows down to them. But he's put an unbelievable amount of time in the offseason. And, you know, we chart our shooting drills. So the makes, it's on the clock, how many makes, and he's been a consistent winner. And I'm talking about he's going against Dave, Jules, Johnny, Jake. And he's consistently beating those guys in a time shooting, 3-point shooting drill. So not a shock at all, because he didn't do that last year. So obviously a big plus for us. Makes me, you know, when the guys make shots, it makes the coach look a lot smarter.
Anything technical in the way he's shooting?
Try to get it off his shoulder just a little bit. You know, make sure he's finishing on his toes. And a lot of it, I think, with him is just his confidence. You know, I've tried to spend really more time on his head than his form. That he knows that you know, for us to be who we need to be, we need him to be able to knock down open shots. So once we started back this summer, I've just been riding him about it, not letting him pass up open shots, trying to change his mindset.
Coach, what's the difference between the game tonight that Jaime Jaquez played and the game a couple of days ago in terms of effort, focus? He seemed really dialed in tonight.
Yeah, I don't know. In fairness to Jaime, I think he's always dialed in. I don't know, but you know, 20 and 8 from him, it's just like another day at the office, right? And he's been doing that since I got here. You know, his energy. You know, I'll just never forget his freshman year. You know, when he was, you know, inserting him into the lineup, and his attitude and his fight changed our program.
With Myles Johnson, when he gets touches down there, would you rather have him put it up or kick it out when he kicks it out?
Depends, you know, it's easy to say, well, why don't he score? Well, it's hard unless you got him in here and he says, well, my feet were off balance. When he's got, so my message to him is when you got your balance, you got to be a finisher. But if he feels two defenders, he's a good passer. I have no problem with passing him. But, you know, we're still trying to develop his confidence in his low post. But it's all about being able to get on balance around the rim. Whether you're a guard driving in there or you're a big guy. So I think there's a few times tonight where you're probably thinking, why didn't he shoot it? And I think he kind of felt maybe he was about to travel. He was on the move, and maybe he had to gather his feet. And the help was coming, so if he dribbles to gather his feet at 6'11", they're going to steal. So, but again, you know, I said, Larry, we work hard with him on his catching it on the move to where he can gather his feet and score without the dribble. And it's still a work in progress with that.
One thing just want to point out, he and Ken Nwuba didn't commit a foul till about 6 minutes to go in the game.
Well, maybe Randy and the guys had somewhere to go eat tonight. But they were shooting a lot of threes. It's not like they weren't really taking it out of our big guys in the low post.
Last one right here.
Do you have any updates on Cody Riley's health?
How long has it been
About a week.
now?
Week plus.
The Bakersfield game was last Tuesday. So, I mean, he's doing really well. I mean, they're very optimistic. But I would say, I know what you're probably getting at. I mean, there's probably zero. I'd say very, very minimal chance of play next week. It's really a 2-week minimum injury. And he might not want to hear that because he's really been working hard. And he's responded to treatment's great. But again, one of my best coaches ever was not playing Johnny last year against Southern Cal at home. Because he would have he sprained his ankle the day before, and his adrenaline was running. He wanted to play. If I let him do it, then there's zero chance he's healthy for the NCAA tournament. So, you know, Cody's. You know, sometimes as a coach, you got to make sure you save your players for themselves.
All right, thank you.